particular type of tang, honestly. Yeah, get that. Get that. Y'all hear that? Don't waste food. Make compost. I feel like I just want to flip this over. I think I might do that. Let's see how strong I is today. Because playing with it, I don't want to do that. You want to... Wafting. Wafting. Yeah. Yeah. That was gross, man. But it's going to turn into something so beautiful. Okay. So, spread it out a little bit. Woo! Yeah. Get a little bit more of these guys on there. Okay. No thing. Okay. It's like seasoning. Get more smaller pieces. Oh yeah. Sound like the Kool-Aid guy. I'm gonna put some of these bigger pieces on it. I'm kind of always game for something I gotta use my hands for. For a while. Nice, sexy compost. I think this is gonna be a good batch. All right. Cool beans. Maybe a little bit more. Woo. Woo. All right. I'm gonna put the last of this guy on top of there. Hit it with a little bit more enriched soil. Maybe throw on some wood chips. Play around with it. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's compost. You live whatever life you need to live. Gosh, my boobs are so sweaty. All right. We don't have time to stand around because it's the desert and it's hot. And we got a small window to work with. That was the last of that. put some of that enriched soil on top of that. Then I'm gonna hit it with the compost that's in the buckets that we added water to. So that'll add some moisture. And then tomorrow I'll temp it. Usually I would want it to be a little bit bigger. But tomorrow I'll temp it and I'll see where it's at. And if it's holding, just kidding. If it's holding, if it's holding temperature, like 120, anywhere, hi little bee, then I could leave it. But if it's not getting hot enough, then that generally means that you need to add more mass, which means that you need to make it bigger. So hopefully we get it right the first time. That's on top. Is there an easier way to do this? Absolutely. But I'm a glutton for punishment, apparently. Yeah. All right. A little bit more on there. Because, you know, I ain't never hurt nobody. It ain't never hurt nobody. So, yeah. All right. Cool beans. Now we're going to hit this with some water. Well, this is the rest of the stuff, like the guts. And you want your compost pile to always be moist, but never like sopping wet. So what people like to say is like you want it to be kind of like a squeezed out sponge. All right. So, do I want to put anything else on top of that? I might do some straw. Go home. You. Looking at me crazy, just gallivanting running the streets and stuff. You fast, that's why. You so fast. 11 kids. But she ain't home to take care of her babies. Out here running the streets looking for kibble. Right. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and turn this every week. once every week, take the temperature, and it'll hold at like anywhere between 120, 140. And it'll be like that for a couple of weeks. And once it drops down to like 80s, once it drops down to 80s, then we can move into the curing phase and everything. So it takes about a couple months, like 3 months maybe, to make some good sexy compost, you know, some fully broken down. So hopefully I can show you guys what that looks like when it's finished. I actually do have one that's done. The first batch of compost is in here. So this is the soil that was made from the same process that I was doing over there. And yep, got some different stuff in there. Very nice. Very nice. And then of course, you know, you sift it, which is like a pain, but you gotta get the big rocks out and all that jazz. And I'm gonna break now because that's done. So I generally break after I do one major task, so that I don't pass out, because that's not cute. Like, it's just not. I know that the fire department is going to show up and they're going to be all heroic and sexy, and they're going to be like, well, what made you fall out? Like, what made you pass out? And I'm going to be like, oh, I was working on a farm. And they were like, I just know they're going to look at me in such disappointment and be like, why were you out here doing manual labor in 100-degree weather? What part of that was supposed to be smart to you? But I graduated from CCSD. Take that how you want to. But anyway, yeah. So we can break if you want.